Cleveland to play this one. At the Staples Center, where the Clippers will try to turn it up on their home floor. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kevin Love out there with Davis. Then it's the Kid. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Lawrence in at the 2. It's a pick by Love. Here's the Kid. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. The Kid's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Cavs. Here's Los Angeles now. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up bringing 19 away from home.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
Paul with the defensive effort.
And back to the Cavs and their road play. Teams with a lot of new players coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road.
Talk about being streaky on the road. That's what the Cavs were. To rattle off 4 wins on the road in a row, then come back empty from their next road trip. They did seem, though, to get stronger and more steady as the season went on.
Here's the Kid. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Davis sets a screen. The Kid, and it's blocked by Jordan. Crawford drives in, and it's good, assisting on the play with Jordan. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. It's a pick by Love. Here's the Kid, and that one goes long. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The shot by Pierce will not go.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
There's Crawford with the 3. No good. And Cleveland the other way now. Here's the Kid, defended by Paul. Here's the Kid. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Paul kicks to Crawford. Goes up on the wing. That's short off the rim.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
Uncovered. And Pierce pulls it down.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Down low, it's deflected. Griffin with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
The Kid, once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar. Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Crawford missing again. The Cavaliers trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find them, you're right.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
It's stolen by Davis. Here's Lawrence. Pass to the kid. Davis sets a screen. Here's the kid. And it's off from three-point range.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
And Griffin sends it back. Here's the kid from outside off the mark.
He's jacked up a number of threes, but his accuracy has been lacking. Time to try something different, if you ask me. If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch has basically gone AWOL.
Out to the right wing. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
So, for the Clippers, Wesley Johnson's checked in for Pierce. Reddick comes in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul.
Attention, Staples Center. Please give a big round of applause for your Spirit Dance Team. That was your Spirit Dance Team. Give it up.
Here's the Clippers. They're on a 13-4 run. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Cavaliers ball.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. No good on the quick three.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
The drive by Jordan.
Cavaliers foul.
DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question mark as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick. For sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
And there's the pass to Lawrence. And stolen by Reddick. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. The shot by Reddick, no good. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete. And so far, I've seen zero drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness, but no question he's improved his skills and IQ.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
For the Clippers, Reeves is checked in for Johnson. Crawford comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Austin Rivers. Boss is checked in for the Cavaliers. And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's the kid. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. The kid's got 10.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And Doc Rivers passed the 700-win mark as a coach last season. He's climbing the ladder in career wins.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that Doc oftentimes gets enough credit for the type of coach he is. I mean, as a coach, he is well over 500 in terms of his career win percentage. And how about over 500 in playoff games as well?
Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes.
Clippers ball.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Now here's Griffin. Kicks to Prigioni, looking to end the drought, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That's on LeBron James.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he sinks the second.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
6 to shoot. The kid. And there's the call on Boss. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Los Angeles has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out, looking cold from outside. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Los Angeles ball.
And the Clippers have possession. They trail by 1. Prigioni, the pass to Pierce. He dishes it to Prigioni. The drive by Jordan.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, you want to make sure you don't get teed up from a situation like that.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Bahamute's checked in for Griffin. Smith comes in for Pierce. And it's Rivers in for Pablo Prigioni. Crawford outside, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And now a 6-point Clipper lead.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Here's the kid. He's guarded by Rivers. The kid passes to Boss. 6 to shoot. Here's the kid. And he's way off from outside.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Looking to end the run. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort. And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
That's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crawford. Here's the kid. He's guarded by Rivers. 5 on the clock. Here's the kid. The And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
So far in the game for the kid, he already has 16 points. And from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a suspicion he's going to have a few more.
And the Clippers making a change here. Redick is checked in.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
It's Crawford with the drive. Jordan against Davis. And slammed dunk by Jordan.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Looking to get it going. Shot is off. And here's Redick. And that concludes the first quarter.
Let's take him
back. Talk to Chris Paul. It's clear he was born to play the point guard position. Vertically challenged. That's classic coming from Chris Paul. But, you know, seriously, Greg, he's taken that challenge and made the most of what he's got. A terrific play.
Really, you know what? He's actually turned that challenge on his head when he goes right at much bigger players and uses their size against them.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Clippers right now, Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Griffin is out there with Johnson, and it's Aldridge in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You know, Anthony Davis, seen as a defense-first superstar when he was drafted out of Kentucky, but his offensive game has really blossomed so much that you'd say it's defense now where he still can really improve. Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Griffin. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Griffin's got his second bucket. Here's the kid. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of the backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. And so here's Cleveland. It's a three-point game. And Paul over to help. Love the pass to the kid. Feeds to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Clippers leading by 3. That one a tad off to the right, but drops in for him. And that's now 6 points for Blake Griffin. Aldridge, they double him with Love. Deep 2 from Crawford. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 4th rebound with that last one here.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, if you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
And guys, Wesley Johnson, 4th overall pick back in the 2011 draft. Everyone thought he would have the jump shot to become a prolific scorer, and Clark, the length to defend at a high level.
Yeah, you know, in his rookie year, he averaged 9 points a game. Last year, his 5th, he averaged 10. I think it's to the point where he is what he is.
Kicks it out to Paul. The second chance effort. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. The kid, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. The franchise is checked in for Cleveland.
You know, and getting back to Wesley Johnson, you kind of want to kidnap him and just chain him to a set of weights. I mean, he has all the natural ability in the world to be a difference maker, but he just lacks the strength to do anything with it. I mean, a voracious competitor in college. He's been relegated to marginal production at the pro level, and I really feel like a lot of it is because he physically struggles at this level.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know, on the topic of Wesley Johnson, I remember him in college. I remember the guy who took over games and even showed a certain toughness when he did it. He hasn't gotten to that point here in the pros, so he may soon be entering a crossroads in his career.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. And Baamute's checked in for Aldridge. Pierce comes in for Blake Griffin. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Chris Paul.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
And here are the Cavaliers now, following the three-point attempt by Pierce. Lawrence passes to Boss. To the left side wing. And stolen by Redick. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play. Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And that one's good. 7 points for Boss.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Now here's Johnson. Here's the franchise. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crawford.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Down low, pass to Boss. Johnson over to help. Boss passes to Love. Here's Boss. Covered by Redick. And the call goes against Wesley Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Crawford with the steal.
His turnovers haven't helped their cause. It's almost as if he's playing for the other team.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's the three. They get it back. Mbah-a-Moute with the steal.
Well, if you really want to make things hard on yourself, that's exactly how to do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
They're not doing themselves any favors at this point. They've got to stabilize their offense with just sound execution.
But they get it back. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Now Cleveland moving it up. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Lawrence. Los Angeles has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Pierce for 3. Again, Pierce missing. For Cleveland, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%.
And guys, the Clippers last year, they were okay against the Eastern Conference, but not spectacular. You would have thought that with